So just tell us what the situation is like where you are right now.
Thanks, Amara, for having me. We are located in Pearland area, one of the very few areas that kind of has been relatively safe. We weren't directly hit by Hurricane Harvey, but we've been receiving enormous amounts of rainfall. Today we've received over 20 inches of rainfall, and it's forecasted to continue. We probably will get another 20 inches of rainfall. At this time, the entire area is soaked. Water level is quite high, and a couple of streets are flooded. But as regards impact, there's not been loss of life or property around where we live.
Yes, and we can see pictures just beside you there of the situation in other parts of Houston. The waters have risen above cars. They've risen up to, some rooftops, and we understand, in Houston. But there's forecast of more storm spreading to many other areas in Houston, which have not been affected so much as at other areas. But we know there's a large population of Nigerians who are in Houston, Texas. Have you been in touch with a few of them, perhaps family and friends, to find out if they're okay?
You're right. It's a very dynamic situation. It's been projected to extend to even neighboring states like Louisiana. It's quite dynamic, but the officials are doing everything possible to make good of the situation. The good thing is that the telephone and internet infrastructure has pretty much held up. So with that being the case, individuals have reached out to groups. We've extensively leveraged social media to check on friends and family. And so far, it's been okay, and we've pretty much stayed hunkered down and passed information to one another as they become available.
Is it okay for you to go out? I understand that highways are flooded also.
My subdivision is a couple of miles from the highways, and our storm drains have pretty much held up and functioned as designed. So it's looking great outside given the situation. But on the highways, pretty much all the major highways in Houston are submerged. And that's the reason why the authorities have instructed folks to remain indoors and not get on the highways, because you could hardly tell areas that have been damaged by rainfall, and you wouldn't tell looking at the waters. So the entire highway is at risk, and folks have generally remained out of the highways.
Well, Aja-Nwachukwu, thank you so much for speaking with us. We are glad that you're safe. So far, almost everyone I've spoken to in Houston is safe. Thanks for joining us on The World Today.